And so anyway, I get a phone call. I don't know who it is, but I picked it up because it didn't say spam risk. And I said, hello. And he's like, what up, dog? And I'm like, who's this? And so I got to tell you, which I did not talk about, in the first bit of my buddy's nickname that he got in high school.
This is the guy that was in prison.
Correct.
This is the guy we're going to be texting.
Yes. Okay. His nickname is Tasty.
Tasty.
Why?
Did that also translate into prison?
I do not know.
He hopes not.
I do not know. I would almost doubt he probably brought that up.
Why? Why did you all call him Tasty?
So, in high school, there were two, I was in a particular set of classes because I had what they labeled me as ADD-BD, which was basically they said I had a behavior disorder. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Completely shocking.
That was my label.
You definitely have BD energy.
Yeah. Right, anyway, so maybe that does fit. It just means different these days.
Yeah.
Tasty he was in.
I'm so uncomfortable with this nickname.
He was in the LD classes because poor guy had a learning disability.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I thought LD was standing for. What did you think?
It's
BD, Joe.
Right, BD and LD.
I was like, what school did you go to?
I went to a pretty prominent high school here in Atlanta. So,
Our former intern had LDE. Do you remember the one that we...
That's found. Yeah, he did.
He did. So that being said, and so Tasty, would come into our class. Like we had 6 people in our class, but we had a pool table in our class because that was what we got when we were rewarded for doing what we were supposed to do.
When y'all did homework, you got to play pool.
You see all these middle schoolers and high schoolers around a pool table with their white T-shirts on and their cigarettes wrapped up in the sleeve of their shirt.
I mean, not to get too far off subject, my teacher... So I was in those classes 5 classes out of every day because I would get in so much trouble. Tasty would always come in there and be like, can I get a treat? And then if my teacher allowed him one, I don't know why, he'd just be like, oh, this is Tasty. And it stuck like glue.
Okay.
And I mean, that's for what he was referenced
It's a great
as.
nickname.
Okay, so we're no longer referring to him as Prison Goonie. We're going to be referring to him as Tasty.
Correct, Tasty.
And the reason why we were saying Goonie is that there was a whole bunch of you guys that were hanging out together, but 2 of them have passed. 2 of the Goonies are gone.
We had a clique. It was a very intimate group. We lost a few.
The Goonies are not gone. They're just down 2.
Gone but not forgotten.
There you go.
So 2 Goonies go. One Goonie goes to prison. 2 Goonies pass away. You end up as a piercer and tattooist.
Yeah,
are there other
radio, whatever you want to call them.
Are there any Goonies that we don't know about?
Well, the one who's pretty successful, my buddy Adam, who's the one that gave Tasty my damn number.
Okay.
Yes.
What's Adam up to?
He he used to own his own moving business, and now he basically runs he's got this huge trailer. He runs high-end cars from state to state and stuff like that.
So
Fast and Furious is what I'm picking up.
Grand Theft Auto Goonie.
Yeah.
It's our Grand Theft Auto Goonie.
No. He's more like trucker Goonie.
Okay.
Sounds like imports and exports.
Yeah,
Goonie.
sort of.
Across
Right.
state lines.
He's the guy that'll break down on the side of the road and be cursing at his dually truck because it's just constantly just causing him an
Quite
issue.
the
Anyway,
fraternity you guys have built.
Yeah, man. It was, we're a group of,
And you never, I don't think you disclosed, and I don't know if you want to disclose, but why did Tasty go to prison?
Well, I was going to get to that.
Okay.
So, okay, so I think Tasty had made some bad decisions. He was living in a trailer park in Smyrna, and I think he was doing a lot of drugs.
Cassie probably knows the dude.
Yeah, it's my neighbor.
Well, you might have heard of this when it went down.
Oh, that Tasty.
So I think he had been up for many days in a row, probably doing some form of upper, and he was blaring some music from his trailer, and the police just decided to come and simply knock on the door to ask him to please turn your music down. And a normal person would respond by opening the door and answering their request. Instead, he freaked out, pulled out a gun, and shot at the cops.
Oh,
Okay.
no,
Oh,
tasty.
my God.
All right.
And so
Damn,
what? No, listen,
tasty.
it gets better. So what the cops?
It gets better.
Yeah.
That's
So what the
interesting
cops
choice
did
of words.
in response to that was shoot Tasty through the front window of the trailer where he dropped out the front window 3 feet to the ground because the trailer is only a couple feet off the ground. So Tasty, from what I heard, has one lung, and I don't know. I'm not laughing at.
This just gets better and better.
Oh my God, he was right.
One lung tasty. Okay.
Yeah, one lung, and and I think he got hit in the. Look at Cassie. Cassie laughs at people's downfall. Like, that is funny.
No. That's not a downfall. Like Tasty got what he deserved.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt
Yes,
about
Floyd.
it. But he's paid his dues. So
Sure.
now he is out.
He's
All right.
out.
God bless
he's,
Tasty.
and he's
He's barely breathe.
He's certainly not smoking anymore.
No, sir.
I don't know. I mean, that I can't confirm or deny. That was not, anything.
Okay. So he pays his debt to society. He's in jail for 13 years. I mean, he earned that. He gets out. Clearly,
He's trying to reconnect.
He's called a couple of people, but they're dead. So,
He's stuck with you.
so you're next in line.
Adam was first.
Next goodie up.
Adam was first, and as I figured Adam would do, he was like, "Oh, hit up Kay Lee. And what's his number?"
So Trucker Goonie passed it on to Body Piercer Goonie.
Last resort, Goonie.
And then he texted you, or he called you, because
Right.
he doesn't have his own phone.
Correct. He called from wherever he's at, a house, a halfway house. I
Got
don't
it.
know.
But
He's
now
on-
he
okay.
has his own phone, so we can text with him.
Yes.
All right, so
Okay.
he's
Yes.
now got his own. But he had called you originally from another prisoner's phone that had also just been released.
Correct.
And basically hit you up saying, "Hey, can I crash on your couch?" And instead of saying, "You know what? I don't think that's a good idea. You know, we don't have," or just like, "Man, I wish I could, but there's not enough room in our house." You just said, "Ask my wife, Erin."
It wasn't even I'll ask my wife. It was you ask my wife, and he clearly has no way of even communicating with her at that point because he had no phone.
Well, I sent him the number.
No, you can't
Well, I was like, listen, man. Hey, in negotiation, it's always better to third party it. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I can't answer that, but she can.
So any guy really kind of knows, like, that's a no. When you say, "Hey, ask my wife," but he's been out of the game for a while, so maybe he doesn't know that.
Well, I don't think he cares.
He's desperate.
Because I did say I don't think it's a good idea. We don't really have the room, and at the same time, I'm like, I don't want this guy in my house, like around my kids. And no offense to Tasty, love you from all the memories we have previously had, but bro, your tattoos look like Bert's.
All right, Bert
I'm
Show.
just playing.
We have our next Bert Show payoff for our bet, and if you lose the bet, Tasty has to.
Taste you?
No, absolutely
no,
not.
Tasty has to live with you. He has to sleep
No
on
way.
your couch.
I'm suffering enough.
Tasty.
Nah, I ain't got enough room.
All right, so we are not doing a texting tutor. We're doing a tasty tutor.
Tasty tutor.
Okay. So we are texting Tasty to say, "Hey, man, love you, but I just don't have the room," correct?
I'm going to say I talked to my wife, and she kiboshed it, bro. Sorry.
Throw
Okay.
her under the Tasty bus. That's
Yeah,
fine.
bro. I was all for it. I was trying to help you out. My wife said no.
right.
Okay.
I gotta, do you agree with that? Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Or should I take more
At
responsibility?
this point, just
Does
get
it
out
matter?
of it.
Okay.
Just get out of it.
So how would you normally start a text with Tasty? Would it be,
It's
"Hey,
been
my dude"?
So long. What up, dog?
Okay.
What up, taste? yeah. That's not out of it.
Yeah, okay.
What up, Taste?
What up, taste?
I spoke to the old ball and chain.
Going to be using like old 50s terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, what up?
Tasty
Ta-
knows about ball and chains.
What up, taste? Oh my god. Yeah.
Really does.
What up, taste?
His dark mode down.
I
Spoke
want to go home.
spoke with the boss,
Okay.
and spoke with the boss,
Mhm.
and she's not having it.
Yep.
And she ain't having it.
Sorry, man. Wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Sorry, man. She sucks. No, I'm just joking. I'm totally joking. Sorry, man. I'm just gonna say
All right. So you sent that. Now, knowing what you used to know about Tasty, will that be well received, or is he gonna? You think he'll be upset that look, dude, we used to hang and now
I don't even remember, but like I mean, I remember great times with him. I don't remember like ever really like it's been so long. I don't really know. I mean, he's probably a changed person.
Well, based
I
off,
would imagine he's got one lung. I mean,
that'll change him, man.
That will. That'll humble you.
based off of how we know, based off of how we know he handles police confrontation, I could say that maybe he doesn't handle conflict well.
Well,
That was back in the day.
Actually,
Then he was high.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if I had to honestly say, I would have never expected that. Like, I mean, he was ultimately a sweet guy. He wasn't very
was the
like he
drugs.
wasn't. It was he was out of his mind, obviously.
This is like right out of a movie. Like he's all tweaked out and he grabs a gun and then he gets shot through a door and then falls down out of the trailer.
He said, "Yeah, I guess that when Aaron never called me back."
Oh, he said that?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You actually gave him your wife's number?
Well, yeah, that's what I told you when you third party it.
serious?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to be the one to be.
you did that.
I didn't want to have to be the one to be mean. Like, let my wife be mean for me. Like, is what I was thinking. I knew my wife wasn't going to go, sure, come on over.
All right. So at this point, I don't think he really needs to text back, right? I mean, we got the answer. He accepted it. He sort of understood it.
Oh, wait, I'm getting bubbles or dots
Okay.
or whatever you
I should have
call
blocked him.
Right?
Airplane mode. Hold on, there's some dots.
And I can't believe his nickname is Tasty just because he used to come in class and get a snack and go, that's tasty.
That's really a great nickname.
I mean,
It is.
It is. I mean,
Not for
Not
the
in prison.
reason. Oh, yeah, not in prison.
no, you probably wouldn't want that.
I don't think so.
Did you have a
you-
nickname in high school?
Speedy.
Speedy.
They called me
You're
Speedy.
fast.
In prison, you probably want
That's
one
right.
like STD, like,
right.
something like that. Stay away.
Mine was Roach.
Oh.
The seniors named me. I think I told you the story. It had nothing to do with weed. It was Roach. I was playing varsity baseball as a freshman, and I bugged the seniors so much that they called me a Roach.
Oh my
I don't like that one. Roach.
He responded. He said, "I talked to Adam. Heard you got a podcast studio going on,
Oh no.
and now I got more dots.
He's like-
I need a job."
Oh.
Well, he sound here. Okay,
Ask my wife.
Aaron said no.
Let's spin this. So far he's been great content.
He could tell stories from his prison days.
Ooh.
Behind Bars, the podcast.
He says, "I need money to get off the street, but you're not on the street. You're in a halfway house."
I think if
For
you,
now.
I say like, I mean, you are running a business. You just don't have any positions available right now. That's not lying, right?
Yeah, currently don't have any positions open, but we'll definitely keep you in mind.
Yeah. And then say, but I think the Bert Show does.
Yeah. Hey, should I say I do have a job, but it requires a lot of heavy lifting because he's got one lung and I know he can't do it.
Damn.
You're the worst.
That's foul. but true.
I really need someone that can lift a heavy amount of things up and down stairs.
There's a lot of running involved in this podcast industry.
How's your cardio?
I just think you say to him, hey, man, I don't have anything available
Yeah.
right now, but you know the old cliche, but I'll keep my ear to the
He
ground.
said the situation I'm in blows. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what do I say?
Could I
Be
just say
worse than prison.
Yeah, no, say I feel for you. I don't have any positions right now, but I'll definitely keep you in mind.
I feel you, man.
Yeah. Put
See, I mean, I hate that. I mean,
Yeah,
I
sure.
I don't want.
Yeah.
I want him to succeed.
Look, I mean, and I don't want to get all serious about it, but this is a pretty good example of the plight of people that get out of jail, man. I mean,
For sure.
it's a double-edged sword here, right? Like, you need a job. Nobody really wants to hire you because you just got out of jail. A lot of times, you don't even have, like, a way to send if you have a resume, or you don't have a place to live or an address. So it ain't easy coming out, man. And there's money to be paid back, which I learned a while ago also, is that when you commit a felony like that, you have to pay for the charges and lawyers' fees and all of that. So you got to come out and you got to get a job and you have to pay those back. And if you don't, guess where you end up back in jail. So it ain't easy, man.
Right. So before I even got "I feel you, man" out, he said, "What about a podcast called Life After Bars?" And I'm like,
Life after bar.
I'm like,
I don't know how you keep kicking this thing down
I
the
don't
road.
know. I
You
mean,
gotta put a
like,
stop to it,
but
bro.
that's not a job anyway. Even if that was an initiative, that's not a job. And
Kristen, don't you think you just kick it down the road by just saying something? Let me get back to you.
let me think
And
about
then,
it.
And then you never get back to him.
Let me chew on it. Just put let me chew on it.
That works since he's tasty.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Let me chew on it, Tasty.
Let
It's all coming together.
chew. Let me chew on it. Tasty. All right. Oh God, I'm seeing.
I do think it'd be a good podcast, though.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
could be.
I'd
It might
listen.
have legs. The day in the life of Tasty.
It might have legs, but not lungs.
Where's your studio? Can I sleep there?
He said that?
Oh my God.
No.
And clean up stuff. I mean,
Oh, bro.
Now we ghost. Now I just wouldn't respond back.
I,
Yeah,
I
just
think
One
you
more
could
time,
just
to be like, man, seriously, I don't have anything right now, but I'll for sure keep you in mind.
yeah.
Just double down, and if he hits you back again, don't respond
Mm-hmm.
because this is then he's just not getting the hint, and I don't really want Tasty on my bad side.
Nobody wants Tasty on them.
I
Yeah, well,
mean-
you can outrun the guy.
Or
You got that going for you.
Oh my God, he said, or maybe I can do a podcast called My Friends Suck.
Now we talking.
That's right back. That one has legs.
The Bert Show.